India is among the leading oxygen producers. In normal times, India is actually a medical oxygen surplus country. In pre-COVID-19 times, India had a demand of 700 tons per day (TPD) of liquid medical oxygen. During the first wave of COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, the demand for medical oxygen rose 4 times to around 3,000 tons per day. During the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic, the demand shot up over 5,000 TPD of medical oxygen, 7 times the pre-pandemic requirements. Such a spike in demand for medical oxygen is due to the volume of COVID-19 cases in the country. Even at this rate, India is producing more medical oxygen than the requirement in hospitals. India's daily oxygen producing capacity is around 7,300 tons per day.
Steel plants use oxygen in gaseous form, but they can also produce a specific quantity of liquid oxygen for medical use. Steel plants are the main suppliers of medical and industrial oxygen in India.
The high concentration of oxygen is in steel plants located on the eastern side of the country, Odisha, West Bengal, Jharkhand, whereas the demand is mostly from the west, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan, north, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, Haryana, Punjab, and central part of India, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh.
Industry experts said India has the capacity to produce more than 7,000 metric tons of medical oxygen. The major manufacturers are Inox Air Products, Lind India, Goyal MG Gases Private Limited, National Oxygen Limited. The requirement of oxygen for each state is ascertained on the basis of the doubling rate of active cases, which refers to the number of days in which COVID cases are likely to double. These projections change on a daily basis.
Manufacturers prepare liquid oxygen with 99.5% purity, which is stored in jumbo tankers, and transported to distributors in cryogenic tankers at a specified temperature. At distributor level, a process of regasification is followed to convert the oxygen into gaseous form and fill it in jumbo cylinders and Dura cylinders. These cylinders then go to smaller suppliers or directly to hospitals. The problem is demand is high, but there are not enough cylinders and tankers to store and transport oxygen. The Union government's position before the courts is that its role was limited to procurement and allocation of medical oxygen to each state, but that it is the state government's absolute responsibility to arrange transportation to pick up their allotted quantity from the supply point using cryogenic tankers.
India does not have enough cryogenic tankers to ensure 24/7 road transport of medical oxygen. Now, when oxygen is being transported from one state to another, the travel time it takes from the manufacturer to a patient's bed has increased from 3 to 5 days to 6 to 8 days. The smaller a hospital or the more remote its location, the longer the time taken for the oxygen to reach there. Smaller suppliers have also complained they do not have enough jumbo and Dura cylinders to keep the flow steady. The increase in cost for transport and logistics has increased the cost of refilling cylinders.
A cylinder that would earlier cost around rupees 100 to 150 for refilling, now costs around rupees 500 to 2,000.
Trains, Oxygen Express, are also being used to carry oxygen. Air routes are being used to carry empty containers to the supply points, as per the government's affidavits. Liquid oxygen containers cannot be transported by air. However, in order to carry oxygen, the states must have the tankers of their own, and only industrialized states such as Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Haryana, Jharkhand and West Bengal have them in sufficient quantity. Delhi has only 19 oxygen tankers, leading to a crisis as regards carrying the oxygen from the points of procurement. Delhi government has published the advertisement in various newspapers for cryogenic tankers on April 26, 2021.
India so far only has around 1,200 tankers with a capacity of around 17,000 metric tons to carry medical oxygen.
It is not possible to immediately set up new oxygen manufacturing plants or expand existing ones. The process of installing one plant took 24 months. In the last 1 year, uniq started 2 plants in West Bengal and Uttar Pradesh to produce 200 and 150 tons oxygen respectively per day.
Now India has airlifted oxygen plant, tankers, concentrators and other medical equipment from other countries. Hopefully we would be self-dependent in every aspect of medical facilities very soon. Hopefully, in coming days, no one would die because of the lack of medical facilities. We should be ready for the next wave of corona.